The forecast, complicated from this morning, but better as we go towards the middle of the day. Overnight, we had a lot of drizzle that was freezing over and some light snow in a few areas, especially kind of around Pueblo, some parts of Colorado Springs, a few flurries in Woodland Park. But this is going to keep pushing any leftover snow into the east side of the Sangre de Cristo mountain range, kind of hit those mountains and then dry up as we head into noon. In fact, look at noon itself. Cloudy, maybe just a few flurries left down south, but now we set the stage for our next round of rain and snow trying to come on in. And really, it's probably all snow. Now, that's going to happen up around the Rampart Range, Teller County, parts of El Paso County, especially up north towards Palmer Divide, Monument. At 3, maybe even more so 4 o'clock, we get some snow to start coming back in. Now, one of the differences between any snow later on today through tonight is the roads are now going to be cold enough to hold the snow. So accumulation is actually going to be a lot better and more likely through the overnight hours tonight. And this is 5 o'clock. Not only is Teller County still seeing a pretty good amount of snow up and around Highway 24, Monument is still seeing some off and on good snow, light to moderate, and then Colorado Springs. Now we're seeing snow at this point. A little bit more starting to develop along the Sangre de Cristo mountain range, especially the wet mountains down south towards La Vida Pass, and then we get towards 8 o'clock. So at this point, we're even colder, and we're starting to get some more snow to really collect. Our modeling has plenty of bands up around the Palmer Divide, Colorado Springs leading back into Woodland Park, and then yes, the Sangre de Cristo range by 8 o'clock still seeing some snow, some of it heavy. A couple bands will try to set up and give people more than an inch or two of accumulation. This keeps going. 10 o'clock, still more broken snow over the Springs, a little bit more in Monument, of course, up and down the mountain range there. And it seems to slide west with time tonight. Now a band out to the eastern plains, Lyman over to Eads, maybe La Junta looks to set up, but that would be pretty light for the most part, maybe just a half inch or close to an inch out towards Kit Carson, Lamar if this holds together. Very light flurries around Colorado Springs, an isolated snow shower, but again, most of this tracking back west to the Continental Divide by tomorrow morning. Overall, pretty dry up and down the interstate, with this band probably being overdone by the model here. I would say thinner snow pushing out east away from the plains. This is what our computer models are doing, although they're a little heavy on some of these numbers. Monument to Springs, Walsenburg, Rye, it thought by noon we'd already have close to an inch over by Rye and a few tenths in the Springs. Clearly that was off. The models aren't perfect, but they seem to be doing a little bit better for the second round of snow. Woodland Park, I would say an inch absolutely possible through Teller County, especially around Woodland Park. To Monument, 2.4 seems a little high. It's not out of the question, but I think between an inch to 2 inches is probably more your range right now from everything we've seen. Colorado Springs, a half inch to an inch and a half possible. Pueblo, wouldn't surprise me if you do a half inch, maybe up to an inch tonight if a healthy band sets up. Rye, Beulah, and then La Vida, probably the two best spots to see a little bit more of those stronger snowfall totals, 2 to 4 inches, and then some of those bigger mountain slopes where we could also get above that 5-inch mark. But most of us are just getting a good light snow. Travel by tomorrow morning could be on the slower and slick side because, like I said, it'll stick to the roads better through this afternoon and this evening.